Well, Scott, it must just be nice to be back in and have a few matches under your belt after what I can only imagine was a frustrating few weeks.
Yeah, definitely. I think as a footballer, you want to play as many games as you can, as many minutes as you can. So, yeah, the injury was a really frustrating one. But it's behind me now, and I'm enjoying playing and looking forward to tomorrow.
Are you one of those? Some players find it really easy to come back in and just hit the strap straight away. Are you one like that, or does it take you a couple of weeks just to build up?
I think a bit of both, really. I think I don't feel probably as sharp at times, but I feel confident. I feel good, and I'm enjoying it as well.
Yeah. Especially when it's one thing when you come back into an environment that you're sort of used to and players that you've played with for a year or two and everybody knows it, it's all comfortable. But when you come into a new environment and you're trying to learn that from the sidelines, it's not the same, is it?
No, it's not. But I think I've adapted quite well. I think that it helps that I knew the gaffer and he knows my strengths. I know what he wants from me, and that really helps, and it's helped me just enjoy it as well. And I think I love playing with the lads, and I say enjoy every second of playing at the minute.
And let's face it, it's never a bad thing when you come back into a team and you pick up a few results early on.
Yeah, definitely. The championship's so hard, so to get a few nice results, that's a big help, and we're just excited for the remaining games. Yeah,
because there are 5 games left. There's plenty still to be achieved in one sense, but on another, you're in mid-table. You're not going to be up or down. Does that leave your thoughts turn into summer and what might be happening then, or are you very much let's focus on Wednesday?
Yeah, I'm not focused on the summer too much now, to be honest. It's just I'm just looking forward to playing as many minutes as I can, hopefully, and hopefully we keep our good form up as too.
Yeah. Is it left until the end of the season, until you go back to Burnley and talk about what your future may be, what division they're in and all those kind of things, or do those discussions start already?
No, they definitely haven't started already, so I don't know what's the plan for next year yet. It's something that I don't really like thinking about it too much either. I'm here, I'm enjoying it, and I just want to play as best as I can, and that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah. So goals for the rest of the season, is it get back on the score sheet, or is it literally just help a team to a series of results?
Yeah, a bit of both really. Obviously I want to score and affect the game and play as well as I can, but also I want to be in a winning team that does well for the next 5 games and finishes as high up as we can.
Yeah. Because it is, it's a relatively short career, we all know that, and there are plenty of times in seasons where it seems like, okay, I'll look ahead to this, and actually you keep doing that and all of a sudden 5 years have gone.
Yeah, exactly, and I think even me now, 24, and I think it's gone so quickly the last sort of 6 years in professional football. It has gone, it's crazy to think really. So I don't think, I'm not someone that looks ahead too much. I like to be in the moment really, just try and enjoy being in the moment, and every game that I play, I try and score, try and play as well as I can, and that's how I see things.
Fair enough. So the next opportunity is Blackburn on Wednesday night. They've not had the easiest of seasons. Definitely still need some points to make sure they're still in the Championship next year. So you're going to face a motivated team.
Yeah, definitely. I think, as I said, there's no easy games in the Championship at all. They're a good team. They're probably not too pleased. They probably want to be a bit higher in the table. They've got some serious threats in their team, and it's going to be a tough game. And
actually, while some of the results at home haven't been great recently, last couple have been better. And when you sort of hear the noise of the Leicester match, for example, it shows you what could happen if you can just get it right, hopefully again on Wednesday.
Yeah, obviously the fans are massively important for any team, and we definitely do notice it on the side. So when they're behind us, it definitely makes a difference, and it gives us a massive boost.
Thank you very much.
When you say about sharpness, is that in the head or the body?
It's not. It's just sometimes towards the end of the game, for example, at the Plymouth, I cramped up, and I don't usually do that. So it's just where I've not played too much in the past sort of couple of months since I signed. But yeah, feel good, feel fresh, feel ready for the games, and hopefully I can impact as much as I can.
How much of kind of like getting the best out of you, or you getting the best out of yourself, is also based around kind of your understanding of the guys in front of you, or I guess to the side of you as well when you're playing with the 2-10s? Like, how much do you have to work on that, or is that something you quickly adapt to?
Yeah, I think we're lucky in this team. We've got so many different strengths and options and different variety of players as well. So it's constantly learning and adapting. I'm still learning all the time, like training every day, every game. But I'm really enjoying it. I think I've got some good connections with the players on the pitch. I think they're a great bunch of lads, and I enjoy playing every minute with them.
And how much have you kind of been able to, like, when you get injured, because it's quite odd in a way, the sort of time you've had, where you've come in, goal scoring debut, I'm sorry, I'm repeating what you already know, but then you're out for so long. Like, how did you kind of, because did you do all your rehab here, or did you go back to Burnley?
No, I did it all here, so that
would have been...
that helped. Yeah, so obviously I got to know the lads, but it's not quite the same when you're not playing. I think you create more memories and like more when you're out on the pitch with them every day, and it was tough. It was tough. I think there was some moments in there where I think any injured player would say you have some real down times and real times where you're not happy, but to be back fit now and I'm just not taking it for granted really, because I think sometimes I can in football you sort of take health and fitness for granted when really when you are injured it's all you want, your health back and your fitness back.
How did you kind of help yourself through it, so to speak?
Just obviously the lads are a big help. Seeing them every day, I quite like having a joke and a laugh with them when the time's right. So they're a great bunch of lads. So that obviously helps. But I think being on the pitch that's a big boost as well. When for me personally, I like I like doing going on the grass and stuff like that. So when you can't do that, it's difficult. But it's just something you've got to do as part of your job. And yeah, I'm glad I'm just fit now.
And the other side of it was, because I appreciate there's an element of uncertainty to it all, but like coming to a newish city and having that, where did that impact like how sort of settled you felt in yourself and overall, or was that not really in?
No, I think I've felt settled since I've been here. As I said, I've really enjoyed it. Obviously, I wish I didn't get injured and I could have played a few more games than I have, but sometimes that happens in football. And I'm just looking forward to the remaining games. Hopefully I play as much as possible and play as well as possible.
When you say about not learning to not take things for granted, did you kind of find, sorry this sounds a bit deep, but did you sort of find out things about yourself perhaps that you didn't know when you're injured? You sort of develop new strengths, I don't know, like is there anything like that?
Yeah, I think you do learn a lot about yourself when things aren't going well for you, whether that's physically, mentally, I think. But I think knowing like the end goal is always, if it's in sight, I think that's a big help. As I said, like you don't just go straight from not training to straight to training. There's a whole process of getting your body ready to do that. So, but when I'm out on the pitch running and stuff, it's a lot easier than when I'm inside on the treatment room, basically.
And is there an element from yourself of kind of, because the fans here sort of know what you're about but don't really know what you're about because for obvious reasons, do you feel a sense of wanting to show that, I guess, as well to your teammates? Yeah,
definitely. As I say, I'd like to play as well as I can. I want to get the crowd off their seat. I want them to come to the game enjoying it, and I try to do that as much as I can. And if I do that, hopefully it helps the team as well. So it's a win-win for everyone if that goes well.
And when the games are going on and you're watching them, are you thinking, if I'd been there and done that, X, Y, and Z, I could have done that? Like, do you kind of, put me in that position and I'll send that in? Do you do anything to that? Or?
Obviously, there's I know like my strengths. Everyone has strengths and weaknesses. I know my strengths, but I think it's hard watching the games because you just want to try and, especially where I'd only played one game, to then sort of no one like knows what I can do, and even me really, it's a new experience coming to a new club. I want to try my best. I want to show everyone what I can do. I want to play as well as I can. So yeah, there's definitely times where it's more difficult watching it because you're just desperate to be out there and prove to yourself, prove to everyone what you think you can do.
And when you're talking about sort of living in the moment to an extent, and fully respect, obviously you're contracted by Burnley, so there's potentially only so much you can say. But like, is there a feeling of uncertainty for you, as to terms to what happens beyond this? Because you've kind of had, Swindon, you were settled there, hometown club, all that kind of thing. Obviously went to MK, kind of became the man there, got the move, and then Burnley was sort of chugging along. But now you're in. I mean, I don't know. Is there a feeling there? I don't. Me personally, I like to treat it like I'm basically, I love my job. I want to play. It's all I've wanted to do since I was a kid. Just come out and play football. Obviously, it's more serious now than it was when I was in the playground, for example. But I like to try and treat it like I want to go out there and enjoy it, and I know when I do that, I play my best football. So I've just come here and just want to, as I say, play as many games as I can, and I'm really looking forward to the next 5 games. I've loved every minute that I've played so far at this club, so I'm hoping that continues and we'll get some more games towards the end of the season and yeah, play as well as I can too. When you said about the strengths and your weaknesses, what areas of the game would you like to work on, or parts of your game do you think you need to maybe enhance a little bit or make a bit more consistent?
Yeah, definitely loads of stuff I want to improve on. Physically, still learning every day tactically as well. With different managers, there's different systems, and it's a lot of the time it's similar, but the fine details make like massive differences. And it's learning them fine details, and I still learn stuff every day. I still want to improve every day, but also like watching games back, I think, and your clips back, I think that helped me massively, because when you're on the pitch, sometimes you don't see everything in the moment, but watching it back, you sort of think maybe, I had more time than I thought, or the opposite, or I should have made that run. So I think that's something I try and do as much as I can, and the gaffer's really good with me with that. He pulls me in, he gets loads of clips on every game that I play and brings me in the office and helps me with that, and I really like doing that.
So is that as much of a kind of a game awareness thing, which I guess you're only going to develop as you play more through your career? Yeah,
and obviously then there's the stuff like the gym, which the good time for that is probably the off season, and when there's Saturday games, it's more tricky when there's Saturday, Wednesday, or Saturday, Tuesday games. But definitely in the off season and the Saturday games, you can improve your body physically, mentally as well, which I think is getting more and more into football. So I think there's loads of ways that I think you can improve in so many ways in football, and I think you have to, because the competition's so high and the level's so high that you need to, otherwise you won't play. As simple as that.
Is that something that perhaps when you're a little bit younger, because you've kind of gone from like the young 24, I'm not saying 24 is like, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There is like a subtle difference between, say, 24 and 22 maybe. Yeah. Is that something you didn't necessarily think about as much when you were a little bit younger?
Yeah, I think you're a little bit more probably naive is the right word. You probably think, I might not need that, or this might not help me as much as you think. But I think just with age and with every season, I mean, I've learned so much in the last 2 years, probably more than I have in my whole career, to be fair, in the last 2 years. So I think the load of different experiences that you have, the more you can learn, and you take things just not even thinking about it really, and then a few weeks later you'll maybe take that into your game, or you see something, even watching a game on the telly, and just little clippets really, and I think you think about the game a lot more when you're the more you play. So yeah.